My respect.
Stop that whistling.
A horse like that was as much as a farm.
I'll get you! We're under attack! No, you don't. I can still take you. Show your stuff. Stick your eyes out. Now you're gonna die! Alert! Alert! Ah!
Huh? Scram! Right now! Fuck you, whoreson!
That hit home.
You're going to gut you whoreson!
Do it!
Oh, what?
Taste my steel!
I'm bleeding!
Go fuck!
Quick! Quick! Go! Go! Quick! Die! Die!
Now you piss me off, you fucking... Look! To arms!
Fucking bastard!
You know much...
Do it!
Intruder! Get over here! I'll get you.
Take that!
What do you want?
Ooh, bleeding! You!
Show what you meant.
Now you're going to get it! Christ! My head! Show what you're made of!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Quick!
God.
I'm at your service, sir. Did you get lost in the dark? Did you get lost in the dark?
Go! Ka! Die!
Greetings.
Don't fuck with me, you whore son. I'm broke anyway, so fuck it. You don't have the coin? All right, bastard. Come on then. You're mine. You've got a lot.
Don't hit him.
You'll be fucking sorry. Courage!
Herzlich willkommen.
What's going on around here?
Hast du schon das Neueste gehört?
What?
Es ist wahr. Everyone is talking about. Who knows how things will turn out? Und noch etwas. Ein Ritter appeared in Belani, like a noble knight. He calls himself Posey, and he's looking for a brave soldat. He stayed in the Belani Inn. Ich bin sick. And if you're a good craftsman, try asking at the Krishan was looking for some labor.
And where might I find this Krishan?
Ist hier in the local fortress. You'll find him easily enough. Zum Abschluss, I have some advice. It isn't easy to talk about this, but you should hear it. A bunch of black guards from the Hungarian camp have occupied and they rob and steal. Nothing sacred to them. And they've even...
What?
He didn't want to give them a sheep, so they killed him
That really happened?
just on the other side of Cha. Und wer weiß, if they even buried the poor. Am besten, if you simply...
I know who you're talking about, but why doesn't the local bailiff do...
Because even though they are certainly deserters, they still were Hungarian. Möge Gott mit dir sein.
I need a...
It would be and for... Ja, will you...
Agreed. Here's the money.
Sehr gut. I knew our beds are clean. Gott sei mit dir und einen guten Abend.
pig was sitting here.
Dice
There.
falling my way
It
today.
looks better already.
Grüß Gott.
Here we are.
Möge Gott mit dir sein.
Happy to be of service, sir.
What can you do? Maybe next time then.
Nothing worth mentioning.
Careful. What? Oh, it's you.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Nothing to your liking, sir?
I'm in no mood for nonsense. So no messing about, got it?
Don't worry. I'm a saint.
You'd better be.
This could come in handy.
Lucky me. I could use this.
The lads will never believe me. Well,
Mine now.
I can't believe this is just lying around.
Mine. Good day to you.
God be with you.
Gotcha.
Good day to you. Greetings. Nasty weather.
Are you starting to regret coming to play?
Well, that's that.
Greetings.
Aye. What can you do?
Again.
Aye. Coming right up. Aye. Lots of people.
All right.
Are you being cautious or cowardly?
You shouldn't be walking around. By yourself. Awful thing.
How was your trip?
The journey itself is great.
Stay close to the others.
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I heard that you might need a help.
Me? Who told you that?
The innkeep in Shitaki. Said you were looking for some men there.
Really? I must have been completely under the table.
So you don't have any work at all?
Not much on the construction site, but I might have something for you.
What's involved?
Just, don't tell anyone. But I found a treasure map. It was hidden, except it's no good to me. It's got some pictures and some... The one thing I figured out is that the treasure is supposed to be buried in some mine.
And what's that got...
Well, you look like a clever sort. I'll be happy to sell it.
Well, then at least show it.
Nothing of the sort. If I show it to you, you'll remember...
Fine.
For your mother to cook me a goose, what do you think?
But still,
Excellent. And don't worry, once you find that buried pot of gold...
I hope so.
Farewell, good sir.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Go! Ka! 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 Go! Ja!
The angel of the Lord appeared to Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. Mary said, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Let it be done to me according to your word. Hail Mary. And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail Mary, pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Let us pray. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ thy Son was made known by the message of an angel, pour your grace into our souls, we pray, so that his passion and cross may lead us to the glory of the resurrection, through the same Christ our Lord. Amen. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ thy Son was made known by the message of an angel,
God bless.
Hey, Tomlin.
People say all sorts of...
They also say if I beat you in a fight...
There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky foot. I even had a couple of craftsmen, but everyone got a thrashing. But it didn't seem right. And my conscience was... But I have a proposition for you. The local lads like to practice their fighting moves, so if you fancy a fight and don't mind getting a bit dirty, you can join in and show us what you're made.
Look, that's all very well, but it's you I'm...
Fuck's sake! You're a bleeding half-wit. Let's try again. I'm not fighting for the stone anymore.
I'll buy the stone.
It's not...
I want to see this...
You what? Don't you believe me?
Well, exactly. Everybody knows you have it. Besides, I've never seen a magic thunderstone. I may never have another.
All right. Have it your way, then. Here it is. Almost as smooth as glass, and pointed at the end. It fits into your hand just right.
Wait, is this really it?
Of course.
I don't think it is.
Well, I think you know fuck all about it, and you wouldn't recognise a thunderstone if it dropped out of the sky.
Oh no, wait. I read something about that. A thunderstone, otherwise known as fulgur conditum, is an earthly mass struck by lightning, which then This stone lies buried deep under the earth. Before ascending to the surface, a round hole is punched in the stone itself by the... But your stone has no hole.
Oh, you're a...
Well, I learned enough to spot when someone tries to hoodwink me with a rock they picked up in a creek.
I didn't mean to deceive you.
Stop fucking me around. I need to find the thunderstone.
I don't have it now. I really did find a thunderstone. And I had it right up until the other... I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right fool. So I'm sorry for leading you on. I didn't mean any harm.
And do you have any idea?
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Rabosh and his little mate Peter. They were ever so curious about it right before it did.
And you didn't do anything about it?
Of course I fucking did. I went to wring their necks, but they disappeared. They must have seen me and bolted, which only confirmed my suspicions. And I don't have time to chase them around the countryside. I have the...
All right.
Well, when you get to Rabosh, take the main road away from the fortress until you reach the food. There are hired hands there. That much. If you find the stone, please bring it back to me. I'll make sure you're well rewarded. I was the one who found it, so by rights, it was destined for me. To mess with fate would only bring back...
Tell me more about the
Ask away.
Can I get involved?
Why not? It'll be good to have... Do you have any experience?
I already won a similar competition.
So you're no greenhorn?
And if I manage to beat them all?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Darling mate. Well, if you pull it off...
What fighters?
Stanley is the strongest. He works on the farm and's quite a big mouth on him. After him, Tuma. He has a steady hand. And last...
Darling?
He's kind of like the local buffoon. When he was a wee lad, he fell on his head from a rotting ladder. He takes care of his aunt's horses and dogs and...
He doesn't sound like an opponent to be feared.
Because he isn't. He's quite a lout, but he doesn't know the first thing about fighting. He hasn't...
Where do you...
That old Chucho.
And who might that be?
Chucho is our hog. We fight in his pen. He doesn't.
I reckon I can find that.
I'm so...
Tell me.
Facts.
If you came by it honestly, why be so secret?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just not one to brag, that's all. And until...
I can appreciate that. But sharing a story, isn't it?
All right, then. I found it a couple of years back in a field outside Billany. On the way to visit the quarry. I was going to take a shortcut through the woods, but there'd been a hell of a storm about it. Tore off roofs, carried away some shepherds' huts, and it very nearly flushed us out of here too. Well, the forest was a complete mess, so I couldn't go out. And all of a sudden, I stumble over something. And what do I...
Oh. So, Tobias, do I know? I'm Henry. Young Bruthan's told me you're...
Well, it's not going so well.
You don't have to do it, you know.
What do you... I have to. I have to beat Stanley. So they'll leave me alone.
What does he do to you?
All kinds of things. He says I'm an idiot. Sometimes he comes to Grund and causes trouble. Scaring the better limp for days, and now he's afraid of...
Well, at least I know I don't have to hold back. People like Stanley should get their...
As soon as I learn to fight, I'll pay him back for better and for the...
I've got half a mind to kick his arse here and now. Well, how about...
Why not? Do you have any money? We can bet, and...
That sounds good.
Get ready then. Well, I lost again.
Thanks for the fight.
Yeah. Oh, and now you can challenge Tuma. I like him. He's fun. Excuse me.
Oi, now you're looking.
You look like a merry bloke.
I'm a simple man. I like a good laugh and sometimes...
That's it.
I swear. I do it because I enjoy it. That's not so strange.
Shall we fight?
But of course. And before we get...
If you say...
Thanks very much.
Give it all you've got. Both of you with one hand behind your back. Give it all you've got. More crunch in punch.
Gosh, I feel like I've been...
Thanks for the fight.
Aye, you're welcome. I should be thanking... Here, take it...
Thanks.
Careful.
It happens. Just watch where you... next time.
Why are you always picking...
Just take a look at him. If he was any dumber, he'd be eating out of a trough with the pigs. Do you know he talks to animals? He talks to his mutts like they understand. He'd be better off back. But when we managed to get him drunk...
Tobias goes drinking with you?
No, but all you have to do is give him wine. And a little of that, and he's completely wasted. The last time that idiot almost drowned, we told him it was a silver...
Down again.
Find something better to do, and leave Tobias alone.
Mind your own business. I reckon that moron doesn't even know when someone's yanked. Lord knows if there's anything left in that hollow of his.
Do you want to fight?
Sure. Do you have money to bet?
Of course.
I'm glad to hear. What's the matter? Does it hurt?
For the cross!
And that's what I told him. Come with you. gonna call you a priest? On your ma?
Sacre! I reckon I cut off more than I could jig. You...
Thanks for the fight.
Here's your bet. And a little on top. And don't forget to go and see Tomlin. His jaw's gonna drop.
I beat all your...
Well, I'm jiggered. Here you go. And in Kuttenberg, they fight in a tavern called the Hole in the Wall. The name suits it perfectly. So don't expect to be...
That sounds worse. Well...
Oh, by the way, Darling was looking for you. It was good to see you, my friend.
Henry, I want to ask something of you.
I'll be right there. Do you need something of me?
Well,
Pray tell.
you wouldn't want to have another bout.
Right now?
Well, yeah.
Why? I already beat you.
Exactly. So I figured that if I beat you, but if Stanley saw me beat someone that kicked his ass, maybe he'd leave me alone.
And do you think you'd stand a chance?
Well, that's just it.
Look, wouldn't you rather learn how to fight properly? I'll be happy to...
I don't know if it's a good idea.
Oh, you'll manage. Knocking someone's teeth, and you've got the strength of 3 men.
Well... Oof, I can't...
Me neither.
Do you think I'll stay?
Definitely a better chance than if you pretended to beat me, but still knew. I'm not saying you'll beat him to a pulp now, but at least you...
Thanks, Emery.
You're welcome.
Hey, do you like all...
Of course I do.
Me too. I knew right away you... Come see me in Grund sometime. I'll take care of the horses and hands.
You said you could teach me.
Well, I don't know much.
You take care of dogs.
Aye, they're my... And when you're so...
You see?
Can I have a few groschen for...
Of course.
Thanks.
Well, how do you know...
That's easy, if you've got the time.
I'll show you. No, you don't. What do you want? Victory or death? You can't stand up to this.
You want to try me?
do you want at this time of night?
I need to find a Thunderstone. And a...
Oh, yeah? Who told you that?
Tomlin over Horsham Way told me you pinched his Thunderstone, so you better come clean before I let Tomlin beat...
Fuck me! So Bruthan's made you his lackey?
Watch your tongue. I'm not... And you, go on.
We fucked up. And all because of that stupid stone.
So Tomlin was right. It was you.
I haven't the faintest. It was all Hensel's idea, and he had it... And before you ask, no, Andrew is holding him captive.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone. So tell me.
We wanted to... But that's easier said than done. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Tomlin Bruthan's magic stone to help us fight them, like? But Tomlin wasn't having it, so we filched it without him knowing. And then everything went to shit. They caught Hensel and almost killed... So, you come a bit late for that fucking stone. Not that it brought us any luck anyway. If I were...
Who is this, Andrew?
A mercenary commander from King Sigurd. He's been ordered to guard the roads with his men. Or so he... But apart from that, they also carry out raids, rob the people, mug merchants and steal... And they make the peasants pay tribute. And of course, after our fuck-up, they've turned the screws and are demanding even more. Another reason for everyone round here to hate me.
How did your assault go?
Hensel led the way. There was him, me, and Stislav. We wore padded doublets and took hunting knives and axes. We got within earshot when it all went to... Stislav stumbled and yelped. Then they noticed us. After that, everything happens. We charged at them. Hensel up front with the arrows started raining down. They all missed Hensel, but it hurt like hell. I was screaming. I met back here with Stislav. They chased him, but he being so lightly dressed and them in armor...
How many of them?
I'd say 5.
You went up against 6 of them?
Of course not. We waited for some of them to go on patrol. That left just 3, though if we'd caught them by surprise, it might have worked.
Why did you want to...
Why? To stop them doing mischief round here. We wanted to help the village, and we also wanted to make a bit of an...
It was brave.
Not that it did any good, but thanks. All the folk here now take me for a fool.
Where's Stislav?
I don't know. He was a bundle of nerves after what happened. Packed up and left, and I don't blame him. I'm not exactly doing great myself. It really pissed Andrew off, and now he's even nastier.
What about the Lord?
Well, the Lord has decreed... He says it's better to put up with these fuckers, because that might raise King Sigismund's hackles, and That's what I heard, anyway.
Where can I find this at?
Are you fucking with me?
No. I'm sorry about what happened to you, but you don't just lose something like that. And from what you said...
I'm telling you, that stone's cursed. What?
Can you hear yourself? You attacked a band of hardened mercenaries. Anyone else would have paid for that with their life, but not one of you was, not to mention that this Hensel, the one with the stone, wasn't hit by a
Sakura! I never thought of it that way.
You see? Now tell me where this
You'll come across some ponds between Raborch and near one of them, there's a fork where wayfarers sometimes camp if they're stuck for a place to stay. From that fork, follow the water downstream
and that's where they're holding Hensel?
Yeah, there. But if I were you, I'd stay off the path. Take the hill and you'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill. You'll have a bird's eye view of everything but make sure they don't spot you. There's a good chance they've upped their guard.
Sound advice.
Look, what's your plan?
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew, I'll find Hensel. And then I'll finally get to...
Just be careful, because Andrew's a cunning... Look, since you're going there anyway, I know I'm not in a position to ask you for anything. Do you think you could rescue...
And how,
I don't know, just something. Andrew's a greedy bastard, or you could sneak in quietly and slip.
How about I just kill them all?
Oh, I thought best not to suggest that. You know how we ended up. But, you know, it's just...
I'll manage somehow. But the whole thing's... If I find a way, I'll help.
Thank you so much! May all the saints be with
Hey! By all the saints, don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
Relax. I'm getting there.
Thanks. Christ almighty! You stormed in on them like you were the Archangel Michael himself. Thanks for getting me out of here.
Whatever you want, but first, I need to get out of here, all right?
Are you alright?
Yeah. Thanks for rescuing me. You have no idea how great. All that aside,
Henry.
I'm Hensel, and I owe you, though. In all honesty, I'm not sure why I was worth...
Peter told me what happened.
Peter? Well, thank the saints for him.
In a manner of speaking.
What about
From what I hear, Stislav made it out unscathed too. But...
Sakura. At least he's alive. It's all my fault, you know.
Listen, it wasn't I was looking for you in the village because of the thunderstorm, who, by the way, is royally fucking upset with...
Well, I suppose But I have to say, the whole Thunderstone idea was it brought us no luck, no protection.
Let's forget that for a moment. What I really need to know is where...
Don't be surprised to hear. Ramed snatched it from me when I was captured. He didn't believe it had any powers, but he has a nose for money. That's all that, from what I heard, he sold it in Sukdal. To some farmer's wife, I think he said. Mlada or something.
Sakura. That stone... Well, there's nothing for it. I'm off to Suk...
Hold your horses. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There's this pond below Raborsh, right? And on the bank, across from somewhere around there, they hid some of their...
Well, they hid it.
What? You filched Andrew's stash? Well, good for you. I was going to cast an eye there myself, but I see... Well, thanks again for everything, and...
You're always
Take a good look at this man.
and we can talk about it.
Pervert. exactly what you meant. You'll get your money back, don't worry.
He tried to break into a respectable and chaste woman's parlour. He bellowed and banged on the door so much, the poor woman feared for her life and decency. When the guards arrived, he bombarded them with all kinds of insults, which led to a brawl. He badly wounded 3 soldiers, left 2 with bruises, and taunted another with the foulest insults imaginable. Take a good look at the lecherous drunk, and let him be a lesson to you.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
Oh, excuse me.
My God, lad. Why are you all covered in blood?
I heard you bought a Thunderstone from Andrew Ramhead. Is that so?
Well, it is. What's it to you?
Andrew Ramhead took it from Hensel from Rabors, who in turn stole it from Tomlin Brookhans down Horshan way.
And? I don't know those people. Even if it's true, I knew nothing about it. I bought the stone fair and square, and for good money. My husband's gravely ill and nothing's helping. The stone is to heal him.
And what ails your husband?
Peter went to lie down one afternoon and he hasn't budged since. He's not eating, and he's barely talking to anyone. What's worse, soon after he took ill, a Minerva owl perched on the roof one evening.
A Minerva owl? I assume that doesn't bode well, does it?
No, not at all. An owl on your roof means death is closing in. That's why I need the stone. If it weren't for the stone, I'm sure Peter would be gone by now.
I'm afraid the stone is unlikely to do him any good. It only brings bad luck.
What? What are you talking about?
You see, because it was stolen, there was a switch in its power. It no longer protects from misfortune. Quite the opposite, in fact. It's cursed. Toying with these...
I don't believe it. You made that curse up. I'm quite sure the stone...
Listen, we need to... If you want, I'll take a look at your husband, and then I'm going to take that stone. The longer it stays here, the more trouble it'll cause. Do you agree?
All right. Fine. And please hurry. With that owl and everything, I'm quite sure the Reap... You'll find Peter in his room.
All right. I'll take a look at it. It's usually a good idea to speak to others who are close to the sufferer. Especially if the patient himself isn't very communicative.
Aha. I see you really have done this, so... Ask around on the farm if you need to.
Perfect. I'll get on with it.
Do whatever it takes to help Peter.
Can you think of something that might help me heal it? Anything?
I can't. I've tried just about everything. Peter is just an ordinary Cooper. We've lived here for years. My husband doesn't travel outside the village often. This last time he had some business in Pechkau, he came back empty-handed. Breathless, and he was fumbling around here for a few days, not doing his job, just spending time in his work. Then he went to bed, and since then, he doesn't sleep a wink at night. If I stop sleeping too, our homestead...
I'll ask him why he can't sleep.
Try that. He won't speak. It's as if he was keeping secrets from me. God be with you, sir.
Peter, my name is Henry.
Another poor bloke that's to deal with me, as if Marder didn't have enough on her.
I'll try to figure out what's wrong with you. Don't be alarmed. No swelling. Does this hurt?
Nothing hurt.
Your palms are cold. Your heart's pounding so hard you could hear it all the way to Prague. You seem like you're ready to fight. Or flee.
They're getting...
Who is?
The soldiers.
Well, physically, you seem fine, Peter.
I'm a weakling.
What are your nights like?
I just stare at the wall, try to sleep during the day.
Well, it's certainly no fever or pain that's... I assume it's dark thoughts.
I can't fall asleep. Because of all the noblemen who keep coming to Lord Pisek, I'm always hearing hoofbeats. And they startle me.
So Lord Pisek likes to host nobles at his fortress?
And what do you think they're doing here, eh? Preparing for war.
If Lord Pisek was about to go to war, he'd be gathering a lot more men here than a couple of nobles.
Folk ought to be scared to leave the village. Mezoles is gone. And when I saw Zuchtol is next, I'm sure of it.
I'll examine you, just by eye. Pay a few calluses and nothing unusual for a craftsman after a hard day in the workshop.
I told you.
Irritability. Bodily humours aren't leaking.
But I will, when Sigismund...
Why would Sigismund attack Zuchtol?
He does as he pleases. You have no idea how many villages...
I reckon attacking a village protected by a fortress is the last thing Sigismund...
The fortress is what's bothering him. That's why he'll destroy it.
I don't know about that. What am I going to do with you, Peter? There's nothing wrong with you physically, so it must be an... The chamomile decoctions will help calm your mind, but you'll have to change your diet as well, so you don't just... Last but not least, some words of encouragement wouldn't... You'll be back on your feet in no time. I'll get things ready and be... Peter, let's talk about... I have some suggestions.
I'm listening.
You should drink the chamomile.
Great. Another potion.
This one will help you sleep. Once your body gets used to sleeping at night and staying awake during the day, you'll feel much better. You'll see. Proper sleep. will chase away the gloom. And if restlessness tries to take hold of you again, every morning you'll be stronger and stronger until you're able...
We'll see about that.
You need to start eating again. Even if you do first, ask Mlada to get you some honey.
You think some honey...
It'll give you stamina without irritating your stomach. But you have to admit Mother Nature has it well thought out. Where bloodwort helps with bleeding, and fever few with fever, any melancholia wanting to take hold of you would have to make its way through. Soon you'll be as busy as a bee again, and getting on swimmingly. Which brings me to my... Start eating fish more regularly. Some nice fat in the belly will surely stop gloom from getting through.
I suppose...
Listen, Peter. I know you're worried about the army that's passing through the... I'm not much of a speaker. But let me tell you something from the... If you're scared of Sigismund's soldiers, trust me when I tell you, when it comes down to it, it ends up... And you'd be surprised how much strength and courage you can find when you're backed into a corner. So don't run from your fear. Laugh in its face.
I'm not worried about myself.
Then keep reminding yourself of that. Look at me. A blacksmith's son. Why do you think I am who I am? Because I decided I'll never turn my back on my loved ones again.
You're right. I mustn't leave Mlada to fend...
Don't run from the fight. Especially the one go... Well then, I've tried my best, and I hope it's... I'll come back in a few days and see how you and Mlada are...
Go!
Someone's been pampering this.
I'm sorry?
Well, I'll be going now.
You shouldn't be bothering us here. What do you think you're doing? Careful!
Good day to you.
And with you?
Angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail Mary, pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ.
I apologize.
Go! Quick!
Whoa, whoa.
How is Peter?
Henry, it helped. Peter got up in the morning, and when I can tell he's still fighting something in his head, though. He looks fearfully to the horizon, but hopefully it won't go away as quickly as it came. But we'll get...
Just keep giving him hope.
I will.
I'm glad I could help. But the Thunderstone is mine now.
But the stone helped, Peter. We need it. And it'll protect our homestead. And what if Peter's illness...
The stone has great power, but it's used up all the strength it had for you. Now...
You're right. Here, it's rightfully yours. It's hard to give it up, knowing how much I spent on it. That's why I can't give you anything else as a reward right now. But believe...
Thank you. That's good.
Take care.
Ah! I did it!
Who the hell are you?
My name is of no importance.
What you...
Why? I'm waiting for you, and you show...
You know...
You're testing me. I know I'm not...
Speak.
You're...
What do you want?
Me? Want some... I can only...
Out with it, then.
For a small...
What favour?
I'd like the dice to roll like they've never... And win every game.
Why do you want to get lucky at
My wife is sick, and I have no way to pay for a healer. If I win enough money, I can find...
Don't lie to me.
Lucas beat me and won my life saving, plucked me clean. He must be cheating somehow, I'm sure of it. Because there's no way I could be... So I want to turn the I'm going to take everything he's got. Give him...
Thy will be...
Really? Thank you, Dark Lord. I'll be in... And when I die...
As you say.
If I make enough to cure my Jane, it's a fair... This is beyond my wildest. My Jane will finally be well again. And maybe I'll even make enough for that little town she was praying for.
You're always welcome here, good sir. Same to you.
Tell me then, what did he give you for it?
Sure, I tell you, and you dob me in.
Are you crazy? Why would I dob you in?
Look,
I'm at your service, sir.
I found the thunder...
Really? Without the stone,
Well, you don't have to worry about...
Thank you so much. This stone will make giving birth easier and...
Glad to have been of service.
I'll get Hannah to give you a lower price at the stud farm. And you know what? I'll share... She said you need to brew nightshade with twice as much...
Hold on. I know that concoction, and it's no laughing matter. So please, never ever try... Such concoctions should only be prepared by a prof... If anyone else makes it...
My, what a Scot... But you've been so helpful, I believe you. And I promise not to... So, at least drop by to see... He's a very skilled man. And since you've been so helpful, if you like, perhaps he'll let you in on some of his... Oh, and I also have some money put aside for emergencies, so you can...
Hold on to your money. I was glad I could help.
Oh, Mother Mary. Damn it. Those doors should be closed.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
What do you need?
I don't mean to be rude, but I heard from Grosh the innkeeper...
Look, stay out of my shit. Go and pester...
I was just wondering what it was all about.
I don't give a fuck what Gunnar will tell you if she has a mind to. But if you're here to spread gossip about us, I'll stuff your nose.
I'd like to learn...
What is this about?
Show me what you can do with that.
All right, then.
May God give...
So?
Fine. There's still... Actually, I wanted to tell you that you're a...
That's all water under the bridge, isn't it?
Farewell, good sir.
What will it be? I'll have a look. I was glad to be of help to you, sir.